Snap Everything, available on Spotify,
Stitcher,
iHeartRadio,
Google Podcast,
Podcast Addict,
Deezer,
Podchaser,
Apple Podcast.
Listen Notes, and anywhere podcasts are found. It's true. Anywhere.
Any goddamn place.
That's right. The Rip Persh is back.
What's up?
In the shack.
I am back
Ladies and
in
gentlemen.
the shack that we call our podcast studio.
Yeah. And let's see, I think
man.
we're... So this is... I'm trying to think. 73 maybe? 73, because we didn't count really the late night as like an actual number. It kind of, even though it does count.
The drone strike? Did we count the drone strike?
Drone strike got counted as a half, but it still went towards, but it doesn't. Yeah. Let's see. I'll figure it out right now.
What's up, people?
So yeah, Persh is back from his vacay.
Vacay made it out alive.
I was gonna say barely
made it there in one piece.
Well, that's pretty cool. Tell us what happened.
Well,
if you would have made it there in several pieces, like we gotta know. Like you said, barely.
Yeah.
All right, so this is episode 74, I think. So welcome. Snap Everything 74.
Everything was going well. The flight was nice. You know, we're going to Maui. We're going, dude, it's paradise. It's going to be sick. But as we start to descend, we're hitting a little more turbulence than my stomach can handle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're hitting some pretty severe drops, and everyone else was chill. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone else on the flight was fine, but like, I can't hang with too much.
You're the same person growing up who couldn't like read in a car. You get sick.
Yeah.
So, I know that you're a little bit sensitive.
The best one I would always say was that like when we had birthday parties and whatever, like I wasn't the kid that you needed to spin around like a bunch of times for the piñata. You know, like just give me like one or two, and that's like it. If you give me any more than like three,
you're in a natural stupor.
I'm done, dude. I'm like on the ground, can't even do anything. Just like I hate the world. Everything's all spinning all crazy. So
yeah, like when we used to do the roundabout, and you'd be like, "Please stop going around."
Yeah.
You'd be like,
yeah. Perry would be like doing it for fun. I'd be like, "Dude,
you'd
fuck
literally
you."
be begging. Yeah, you'd be like, "Please pull out of the round." Yeah. You're like, "I'm about to puke."
I forgot about that, but yeah, that pretty much, dude.
And then he would just do like 3 more rounds just because of your complaining.
Just as I said that, yeah.
Let's see if we can get him to puke then.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah, you're on the plane, and all of a sudden,
hitting some turbulite,
little turbs,
dude. Instantly, just was like, oh god, dude. I was like, I'm not feeling good. Broke out in like the cold sweat, you know, just body just like
like
pale face, just like super sweaty,
and that's
like,
a shitty feeling because it happens so quick. It's such like a weird body reaction.
Yeah.
Like you know, when you just all of a sudden you just start dumping sweat.
Yeah,
like,
just out of nowhere.
Because your body temperature is spiking, so your brain's trying to like cool it down. So it's like, pour out water.
So, but anyway, so we land and like, dude, I fully had to pull out the barf bag, dude.
Before you landed, or because you said we landed?
I think, yeah. It was while we were landing. We were still in the plane.
You were in the plane,
but the plane had already like.
Oh, so you had gone the flight. Like,
yeah,
you had gone the few-hour flight, and then
as we were descending, I got sick. On the descent, I got sick. And then
I've actually never heard of that before.
Well, because
just
like
the descent. Oh, I know.
Just going down. Normally, it's the first time it's ever happened to me on a plane. But like it was
I
super windy.
Want it to happen again in August.
It was super windy in Maui. So they say it's like
that's why they call it the Windy City.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I fully had to bust out the barf bag, mine and an extra.
Well, they're pretty small when you're actually...
They're small,
when you're actually blowing into them?
When you actually need it, they're like way smaller than you want it to be.
It's just like the piss bottle theory. Like, you know, you look like a thing of soba, you think, oh, for sure that's big enough. But all of a sudden, it's like...
You're like, oh, shit.
Like, oh, give me another bottle. hurry. Somebody give me something. Finish your beer.
Yeah, just like in Dumb and Dumber where he's passing him the,
Yeah, exactly.
pissing in like beer bottles.
Yeah, and Harlan Williams, he's like, what do you got there?
A little booze in you have it?
Pumpkin haircut. Freak.
Yeah, so that's how I started the trip.
Started the trip with a yib.
Not ideal. Yeah, yibbed in the plane.
But also pretty ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just going to say.
In the grand scheme of things, but.
Right on.
I was on the Lev for like two to 3 hours. Because once I got back to the house, I wasn't like ready. I wasn't like puke. It wasn't like puke and rally status. Like I was still like.
Well, no, it's because you weren't drinking. Your equilibrium was off.
Yeah, my equilibrium was fucked.
That's different than being just drunk.
I was just laying there, just like fighting it.
Was Melissa with you?
Yeah.
Did she witness the yib?
Yeah.
Was she right next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, sister.
And the dude to my right was too, and he was cool. Even though I kind of like a little splurted up the side a little bit.
Was part of your party?
No, he's just rando.
Oh.
But he was like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "I got sick too, man." Like trying to make me
He's
feel
talking
better.
you through it.
Yeah, and like gave me like an extra bag. Yeah, dude, and I like some of it like squirted out the side of the bag too.
Fill the bag,
I know,
boy. Yeah.
No, I didn't fill the bag. I was just
sounds like
when it came out pretty intense, so some of it kind of
the initial the shockwave of it.
I yibbed on my phone a little bit.
Well, that's why you got that nice fucking otter box on it. Yeah,
otter case.
Gotta keep that otter beezy. Looking for a sponsor, OtterBox. Thing held up to yib. We put it through paces.
Yeah,
we'll put it through more paces in August if you want to sponsor us.
Dude, come at me, OtterBox.
Come at me, yeah. Never mind. So anyway, yeah, welcome back. So I know to you listeners, it doesn't seem like it'll come. It will be 1 day late for you guys for the audio and 2 days late on the video, but. Other than that, you won't realize that Persh was away because we almost correctly planned it. We did.
Yeah.
I guess we did correctly plan it. So anyway, shout outs from the last week, as per usual, and I've been forgetting.
How many are we going to do?
Let me see. Well, I mean,
Honolulu?
From there up. Well, I guess we got to shout out that. From there up.
Walsall.
Yeah, Walsall, England, Honolulu, Hawaii,
Goleta,
Santa Maria,
Pritchard, Alabama,
Frankfurt, Germany,
Alexandria, Louisiana, dude, get the South,
Columbus, Ohio,
Atlanta, GA,
SLO, Cali,
Baltimore, Maryland,
SB, Santa Barbara,
Spring Valley, Neva, aka
Las Viva,
La Viva.
Leaving Los Angeles, California.
San Jose, San Jose,
and Orchid coming in hot again. So definitely picked up some Orchid with the Orchid with the past guest when Michelle was on a couple times. We swooped some Orchiders because yeah.
I mean, you need to start figuring out a way to penetrate that Asian market.
Let's see. Yeah. I think we may have penetrated it a little bit. Let's see for the last 90 days. Let's see if we penetrated it twice in the
okay.
and the Oceania.
Oh, Australia.
Market. Yeah. So we got minor penetration. Let's see exactly. We got Taiwanese.
Oh, okay.
So
in Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah. Let's see. Turks and Caicos Islands.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm not really sure exactly where that is, but that's probably one of those places.
Yep.
And this also might count as that. I'm not sure. Right?
You get some Pakistani downloads.
Yep. Albania, Ukraine, Pakistan, Brazil, Argentina.
Oh, Albania. That's Africa, right?
No.
Oh.
That would be Asia, a.k.a. the ex-Soviet Union, a.k.a. a satellite country, as they call them. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening. And don't forget to go to our Patreon. Let me
check it out, dude.
Check it out. Check it all out. Buy stuff. Yeah. So the actual Patreon. Let me see if I can figure this out.
Select a membership level.
Of course, the thing is gonna load right now. All right. So you just go to patreon.com/snap everything, one word. $5, unlimited access. And I've already given you guys
bones.
Yep. You guys have already gotten shit for free. You basically owe us money at this point. So yeah, get on board. Go to patreon.com/snap everything and yeah, join or die, as they say.
Skate or die.
Skate or die, join or die, brother. All right.
Cool.
Well,
it's new in the hood.
New in the hood. Not a whole lot. Got a new job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got a new little
side
job,
hustle.
new little hustle, but it's actually on the books. I do get paid. I do get paid cash, but it's also on the books because I get like tips, or I get whatever tipped out. But it's not every day for the security staff. It's like when you get your check. So
factor it in.
Yeah, so I'll get cash and a check every 2 weeks. Yeah, or so.
That's chill.
I actually think today is payday, but too late. I'll do it next week. So anyway, yeah, it's just been security at a little bar, little venue,
nice
place that has potential to be something sick. I did see Big B there last weekend. It was pretty awesome.
Nice.
And
Big B killing it.
Yeah, I mean, it was during the day. Just did like a little 30-minute set, so like nothing too crazy, but it was dope to see. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and yeah,
still doing like White Trash Renegade.
He literally played that. Yeah, I mean, he had new songs, but he played White Trash Renegade, doing things my way.
Yeah,
from the streets to the club, and then he played Hooligan. Because like I said, he only had like I think he did 8 songs. And I think he even said like, well, they only paid me for 8 songs. Like, because like when he was done, he was like, oh, he was like, thank you, and like left. And then like another guy was like, came back, like the host, the MC came back on stage.
Yo, it's 2 more songs.
He was like, who wants to get Big B back out here for one more song? And like on the microphone, he grabbed the mic, Big B, and was like, they only paid me for 8. But he came out and did another one anyway. Oh my! Yeah, but he did another one anyway. But I was like, that's funny because it's probably true.
Yeah.
Like, all right, just do you. And then what got me thinking, like, does he charge per song, or is like 8 songs? Like, is that like his minimum set that he'll do? And they're like, oh, we're just looking for a time slot. And he's like, well, my minimum is 8 songs for 2 G's or whatever, Yeah. Or is it like, $500 or $200 a song, like I'm just like I'm wondering how it worked for him to say.
How much do you think how much do you think they paid him though? Do you really think they paid him like 2 G's?
Total, yeah.
Like how much are they making?
Dude, they made that. There was like several hundred people there. There was hundreds of people there. Mm-hmm. So just that day, they made enough to pay people probably whatever they wanted. I mean,
they're open during the day too.
Yeah. Now the when Big B played, it was like a special rally. There was like a motorcycle rally going on. I forgot to fucking say that. So there was like other shit going on.
A bunch of other renegades.
A bunch of other White Trash Renegades all over the place. Absolutely. Oh, dude, hoosh magoosh, dude.
What?
I saw a guy fucking hoosh out. Fucking so it was like the main drag of the town, because from here on out can't say the town, but so a guy was like popping a wheelie on the main drag and fucking went straight into that gas station, the sign that says the prices, that Chevron right there, just fucking like 40-50 miles an hour on a Harley, just And I was standing there with a buddy of mine. We were probably like I don't know, 50, 70 feet away, like not that, like close enough to where you're, and it was, so like, and I had some medical gear on me, so I ran up, but like he wasn't bleeding, like, and like all his buddies, and then, the cops were there and shit, so I just left, but I don't know, but it was gnarly to see, it sucked. I'm sure he survived unless like something unless he had some horrible like infection or something. But I mean, it was pretty violent. Like just
he just lost control of the wheelie or something.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of, as he was wheeling, he was slightly veering left the whole time, and by the time he dropped the front end of the bike to be able to steer it again, it was too late, and he couldn't steer away. And the last thing to steer away from was the sign. So like he missed going into like the building or the cars or the other bikes, but he just went straight. And the sign is one of those big gas station signs that says like all the different prices and shit on it.
Like full plastic, like
full metal, like yeah. So yeah, so shout out to that guy.
Damn.
So that was
that's intense.
That was pretty wild. I'm trying to think anything else. Nothing like crazy. That was like the craziest thing.
That's pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, and that was actually, then I went back that night and did like my orientation thing, and then that was that. But yeah, it was cool. Anyway. And then, well, let's see.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of 18 and over. What do we have on the docket for today? I'll pull it up.
We have a Nasha infused.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Persh brought some pre-rolls.
Oh, shit.
He did not smuggle them from Hawaii. He bought them like a good legal boy in the lovely state of California. Eh?
These are not Maui Wowies.
Real quick, this will be a good little thing to talk about and watch while we fucking get stoned. Let me bring it up. So there's been let's see, in Clovis, California, there's been a hawk that's been flying around and taking out bikers, cyclists.
Yes.
Exactly. I knew you. That's why I saved it. All right.
Yeah.
Clovis, California. Hawk versus Cyclops. I don't even know how to spell cyclist. I had it right. See? Cyclist and Clovis. Yeah, okay. Where's the YouTube videos, bro? Come on. All right.
Is it?
Should be. Yep.
Dive bomb.
And you know what I'm gonna do real quick is sync up the computer maybe with the caster. All right, hold on. All right, we need another link. All right, here. This is actually YouTube.
It's called Hawkward.
Okay. Let me mute this just in case. But here, hold on. Let's see.
He got way more than he bargained for. But as I'm going, I noticed to the right of me, there's a few birds flying in the air.
Yeah, so people were getting attacked, so they started wearing helmet cams.
Oh.
I just put my head down, keep pedaling, and all of a sudden I hear like a... He was at the right place at the right time when this hawk came swooping down, appearing to try to grab his camera. And apparently he wasn't the first. Once I posted the video in my
What the?
That's crazy, huh?
He went for his head?
And once he told them where it was, the stories came flying. I had a friend of mine who had been swooped on by that bird.
He got swooped on.
Knocked him off of his bike. Other people
I'm gonna make the audio better for you guys here.
These would-be victims come literally inches away from its talons. I didn't realize how big and sharp those were until I did the screen grab and I was like...
Sounds like he's little or something.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But you said it.
I've been hit by a car 3
come
times.
on.
And during that very same ride, another animal came way too close for comfort. Dog was out in the middle of the street, decided I might make chew toys. He came running. Thankfully, he has a pretty good track record of escaping these not so friendly
Let's see.
dogs.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm doing 3 things at once right now. There it is. All right. We're going there.
Cruising around at 17 miles an hour.
Dog come up on me, German Shepherd,
Aha.
getting up to like 25, 26 miles an hour.
See?
'Cause
Sounds
I
better
don't
now.
wanna
It
get
was
caught.
all worth
Way
it.
Out
better.
of this whole thing, a souvenir he'll definitely want to keep forever.
I think I want to maybe
right.
frame that.
So anyway, you get the picture there.
He wants to frame it.
and
Frame himself getting
let's see.
swooped on by the hawk.
We'll watch one more.
I want to see one where the guy eats it.
Well, I was gonna say now that I have the audio correct, we'll do one more.
Can we see?
All right, here we go. Oh, this is the same one.
Photojournalist Kevin Mahan rides his bike
Isn't it?
every day,
Yeah.
but on this typical
You
Thursday morning,
fucks.
he got way more than he.
Oh man, I hope maybe they just
Go to that
shared the
one.
same video. This one, the one I'm on.
Oh, try the same one. They're all the same.
Yeah. All right, hold on. We'll just go to one, watch it, and we'll go to the. I'll just fast forward to the dive bomb. Do the dive bomb and hawk, because that's pretty wild, though. I mean, hawks are.
Photojournalist
Yeah.
Kevin Mahan rides his
I didn't
bike
know they
every
were-
day, but on this typical
that
Thursday
kind of
morning,
thing.
he got way
Oh wait.
at the right place at the right time
They're
when
pissed.
this hawk came swooping down, appearing
Shoo.
to try to grab his
Just
camera.
watch that
Right
again.
place at the right time when this hawk came swooping down, appearing.
Damn.
Dude, that was perfect timing. You like that?
Yeah. Take off that bar.
I
and
will.
see what's-
Dude, look at those talons. Just if there was something to grab on there, 100%.
He'd be great. Dude, that's so
Just
sick.
like I know that's so crazy looking.
Look at the shadow of it. Look at bottom left. See the shadow of him? No. Where the cyclist is.
Wait.
Yeah, right
okay,
right there. Yeah, that's him. That's the
Yeah.
bird right there.
Dude, that's wild. Yeah, that's like literally wild, but yeah.
The hawk was over it. He does not like
Yeah.
grab his
cyclists.
camera.
Yeah, he's like, get out
And
of here.
apparently
dude.
he wasn't the first.
Yeah.
Once I posted the video,
All right, we don't need to hear this guy again. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Cyclists getting attacked by
Dive bombing.
by birds of prey, which is always a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
One of our favorite topics here at Snap Everything is birds of prey.
Got a ladder of prey.
A lighter of prey.
Prey.
Pretty sure I gave it or dropped it, or I definitely don't have it, but I definitely went and got it. So it's up here somewhere, and it's not on my side. Probably under
Ooh,
the
you
tape.
give it to me.
Ooh. Let me just not check my pockets before I
You want
fucking.
to clip it?
You've got the clip in there. Let me just burn.
Let it burn.
I mean, just. So anyway, we're about to light this pre-roll, and if you guys see, it's got this gigantic extra little
Yeah, it's got a big old
dangler.
clit hanging.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking gigantic clitoris dangling. I'm burning.
Clitoral dangles.
I'm turning it into a castrato. Do you know what a castrato is?
No.
Michael Jackson was one of the last castratos.
Where they castrate.
He was
When he was
Michael
young?
Jackson was chemically castrated. Yep. And so they did it. They used to just slice off the balls, so like a young boy could
Would
keep
nev-
that voice.
Yeah.
And dude, it's crazy, bro. It's like scary to hear, because there's a recording of the last, because right around the time of the last castrato that other than Michael Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
but like from the real shit, like back in the day, was right around when recording records came in. So there is like a shitty recording of like this poor guy, and he just like sounds like a tortured soul,
Who, MJ or
No,
someone else?
well, MJ too, but no, this person from like 18 something that they chopped his balls off because he had a pretty voice, and they didn't want him to become a man and fuck up his voice. So that was called a castrato. Like, you gave up your nuts to have a good voice.
Yeah.
To be at that time, it's not like you were you weren't going to be Madonna. You were just doing it to do it at the local square and like be popular in the town. You know, it's not like, I mean, as popular as you could get, I guess it would be like make it to Paris, but even then, only the people there know about you. Anyway, I don't know how we got talking about castratos.
Castrato sounds like a fish or something that you like order.
A castrato.
Give me like a castrato.
It sounds like an instrument to me. All right, so we're about to light up. We're about to get super ripped right now. We got a joint that has hash in it, infused or something. So a message in a bottle. We're all familiar with the fucking term. Yada yada. When you were a kid, did you ever do that?
I think so.
I remember doing it. I remember going to the pier, Goleta Beach, and I don't even remember what I wrote. Like, it was a whole thing I did with my dad, and he put it was in a wine bottle, and he put a cork back on it, and we walked to the end of the pier, and he literally let me throw it off the end of the pier. And then, so anyway, message in a bottle. And then, let's see what I had here. So in 2018, Prince Edward Island in Canada.
Keeps going out.
Well, turn the fucking thing off. Try it like a human being. Or let me try it.
There we go.
It's because it's got hash in it.
Mm.
You need to do it correctly. It's not a normal joint.
All right, fucking roll with that.
I'm not saying I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying it's different than lighting a normal joint.
Don't want to mess it up.
It's got hash in it.
I don't want to castrato it.
So don't ash it and just let it slow burn, because it's going to take a minute for it to start burning, because like it is hash, so we're just not going to be giving out huge rips right off the bat. See?
No rips right off the bat.
Well, that's weird, because I got some, but now it's doing nothing. Sorry, you guys.
It's too tight?
It's not tight, though. That's why I'm totally confused.
Ooh, there it is. I see the cherry now.
Goddamn, dude, good thing I'm a fucking high expert ninja. Just don't ash it. Just be
At all.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Sorry, you guys. We had the joint had to outsmart the fucking hash-filled joint. Anyway, messages in the bottle. All right. So in Texas, they found a bottle from Prince Edward Island, which is in Canada, which is a long way. I'm going to bring up a map right now.
Really? Texas to Canada to Texas? Texas to Cali?
Every hit, every valley. All right. So Google Maps, and let's see, Prince Edward Island is what else? And this is for all you Canucks out there.
Is that like a Prince Albert?
Sure.
Prince Albert Island?
Look, it's popular. It was the number 2. All I did was type in the word Prince.
Yeah, you typed in Prince, and that's what you got.
Don't talk too much, Persh. Careful, dude.
That's all you got.
Oh, look.
Oh,
Look where it is.
No, it's not. Wait, what? It's in Hawaii?
It can't be.
Prince Waikiki.
That's not what I fucking typed in. Prince Ed. See how it says it right there? Boom. That's what I did last time. Okay, clearly not.
You went to the
All
Prince Waikiki,
right.
dude.
I went to where I wanted to go. All right.
All right, Prince Edward Island. How far away is that?
So you see that? See that? So get an area for that?
It's pretty cool.
New Brunswick, basically up like a little bit past Maine. And it made it down to here, Florida. Or to the other side, it made it down to Texas. Now, here's the crazy thing. They were able to tell because of like the, I forget what they call it, but like the way the flow of the sea, what do you call it? The
current?
Yeah, there's there's
tide?
No, it's current is right, but there's some specific current that like carries through it. It's like the known current anyway. But they were able to tell the bottle did not go around Florida, but it was still in the Gulf of Mexico, and it came from up the So if it came from here and got to here,
went through the Mississippi.
Nope. Dude, the answer, like I want you to guess a couple more because I didn't even know it was possible. I'll give you a hint. It never left the it stayed in the water the whole time. Because that's a good. Because otherwise you wouldn't. It didn't go around Florida and it stayed in the ocean. It went underneath Florida. Florida's a peninsula, meaning, which we both know that. We both know Florida's a peninsula. Yeah. But I didn't know a peninsula means it just sticks out. There's nothing. So it's not like it's rising from the sea and sticking out of the water. Oh. So there's actually water under Florida.
So it's just,
like it's literally a peninsula.
It's a piece of
it's
land
like
just sticking out.
It's like a pier. It's like a land pier. Yeah. So the bottle actually went underneath Florida, which when I read that, it caused me to look at all this shit. I was like, wait, that's possible? And then that got me thinking, like, I wonder if people have ever fucking...
where's the cutoff?
I wonder if you can dive. What if you can dive from the Atlantic to the Gulf by swimming under Florida for like 2 days straight?
You just had enough O2?
Yeah.
I wonder where they draw the line, though. Like, is Georgia, like, where the actual land starts? Georgia?
Give me a little bit more specific.
Go back to the map. I mean, okay, so like where? Okay, you said if Florida is just a peninsula, and it's not have any like sort of land underneath it.
Okay.
Then where does the land start?
Oh, okay. You mean I gotcha. I would imagine just like somewhere back up here, like in the Jacksonville, Tallahassee area, maybe come down, dude.
You think maybe Jacksonville's kind of like where the mainland's?
So let's see. Let's see. Florida Peninsula.
What's the Florida Panther?
Well, you talk to I think about this. Peninsula.
There you go.
Is the Florida? What should I say? Is the Florida Peninsula? Let's see. Is the what should I say? Does the Florida Peninsula have a bottom, or have a floor? Florida Peninsula, floor of the Florida Peninsula. How about that? It's some insurance company. These coastline mappings. I don't know.
I know, dude.
I feel
crazy.
like this is way above my pay grade right now.
Yeah.
We definitely are at the point where it's official.
That's some like geologist shit.
Somebody that wants a fucking job that doesn't pay, an intern job where you can get credits or something, hit us up. Go to snapeverythingpod@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. We need somebody. I can't do this anymore alone. Can't do this by myself. Can't run all this shit and Google shit. I can do one or the other, and then somebody else has to do one or the other. Otherwise, I get backed up, and I can't even focus on having a good show.
Nobody Google shit?
No. I'm just saying, like, we can try that. It's just basically switching from one thing to the next real quick, just to stay on top of it. But I mean, what are we talking about next? What are we going into? Let me see. I have some stuff. I have some stuff written down. All right. So anyway, crazy that I was trying to figure out if Florida was like if you could actually go under Florida. I don't know. Sounds like we're gonna leave it to Beaver unless you figure it out. And we talked about the hangry alligator in Florida that was at Wendy's. Did we talk about how on 60 Minutes they ran that entire 1 hour special on UFOs, right? I don't know if we did. So, but 16, like as we've grown up, as like our era, being two men that are close to 40 years old, 60 Minutes to me has always been like a pretty reliable, like, you know, I know it's like a storytelling thing, but it's news ultimately. And so 60 Minutes does a whole hour about the UFO. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that's just part of the things you deal with when it's a bring your daughter to work day. Sorry, hold on one sec. I gotta check this. And for the video, hold on.
Yeah. Sorry, we're taking care of some dogs. Right now, I'm just looking at Blasters, looking to see if he can scuba dive underneath Florida. I don't think so, dude. That just seems like he can't, but maybe.
I get it. It seems ridiculous.
I wonder what the distance is.
So my dog is barking because there's people trying to sell a car right directly out front of the studio. There's not a whole lot I can do about it right now. I mean, we could shut the door, please. Sorry, I should have done that when I was up, but didn't really think about it. So many options. Yep, see what happens. Oh, that last lick she gave you, she was not happy about that. She's like, what? All right, Max is in here. All right. So, what did you find any information about if you're able to go over or under Florida?
Let me get out of this thing. There we go.
Very carefully. Dang, dude, everyone is texting me right now.
People are texting?
Yeah.
About the Florida border?
No, dude. Dude, I guarantee you there's people... all right, you guys, we might need to take a break.
People that think there's magnets.
Right. People think there's magnets sticking to their COVID shot or whatever it is.
COVID vax.
Yeah, God.
There's a magnet. Look at the magnet. How do you explain this paperclip sticking to my neck?
Well, I am kind of like, well, why is it sticking to their neck? Like, why is a magnet sticking to your arm?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I get it that like it's a crazy person doing it, but why is the magnet sticking?
Yeah. Valid point.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're putting microchips in us, but
yeah.
But it is kind of weird that some people magnets stick to their injection spot. Like, I've never heard of that.
Are they injecting him in their neck though?
Fucking Thor. No. Why? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, because she had like a spot right here.
No, everyone I've seen are videos of people holding magnets on their shoulder and letting go, and it stays there. And they're like, see, they're implanting, the COVID virus has implants. Or the vaccine. And I got my first shot, by the way.
Yeah.
I went with that hard dick hitter.
The Pfizer?
Yep.
Big Pfizer?
And first of all, I don't like needles. I fucking hate needles.
Yeah.
I couldn't even feel this needle.
Mm-hmm.
I turned away, and I just told the lady, I just said, just tell me when we're done. And I waited a few seconds, and I was thinking like, any time now. And she was like, you can turn your head around. We've been finished for like,
yeah.
Like I didn't even feel. Usually, you at least feel the puncture, like the first initial prick.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even feel that.
Yeah.
So, you're not. How are you gonna get a microchip into something that's so small I can't even feel the pinprick?
Yeah, it was.
You
You
know,
can feel like the fluids
You
going
felt
into
the
you.
fluid going in, but you don't feel fucking the pin. I literally didn't even feel the needle
No, I didn't.
breaking my skin, and
I didn't either.
and that's something I'm aware of because I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You guys, everybody, do whatever you want. I'm just saying it. It was easy, and all I did was I went to Rite Aid at like 9:30 at night. I went online. You can just go to RiteAid.com, go to your nearest Rite Aid. I made an appointment for 2:45 the next day. Showed up at 2:45 and was out at 3:05.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 20 minutes after I showed up, I was in my car, gone.
Yeah, that's how it is, dude.
Where in some cities like where my mom got her shot, like she was like the whole drive through that they have going on near Patterson or whatever. It's kind of a rigmarole. It's like
Yeah, I didn't do that. I just went to I went to a pharmacy.
Yeah, so anybody out there, yeah, if you think you're being inconvenienced by it, just go to a pharmacy and get it done. It's way easier, because like the main reason I wasn't doing it was like, well, each time I took my mom, it was like an hour plus fucking ordeal.
Yeah.
And then I had to sit in the car, and I'm like, and when I just went to the pharmacy, it was 20 minutes.
It was
It was official. It's not like it was like any less official.
No, it was the same. Yeah.
Yeah, like so, and on the Rite Aid website, at least at the time when I got this. So when you're hearing this, it was 2 weeks. Or when you hear this, yeah, a couple weeks back. There was not. I had 3 picks. It was Pfizer, Moderna, and something else, and. So I just went with the hard dick hitter because that's just what I.
They didn't have the J&J?
They didn't have J&J. I just don't recall what the third one was. I know because the Pfizer and Moderna are the ones that I've heard about.
Yeah,
those are the ones that I was like, all right, pick one of those, and then I just picked Pfizer.
The hard dick quit.
Mm-hmm. Dude, this is really, really testing my fucking patience right now.
The dog.
The people.
They're just trying to sell cars.
Well, I don't know if it's that or if there's somebody knocking, because it's 50-50. You need to light that, by the way.
Well, bro.
So, yeah, not only, so we need producer, we need at least one employee, maybe 2. 2 for sure when we like go on trips. 1 for sure for our everyday pod. But like, fuck, I'm almost willing to hire security at this point. Like, all right. We're getting there, guys. It's all part of the pod. You're getting to hear us vent.
It's all right.
Yeah.
They can hang.
Yeah, you guys are going to hang. But I'm going to fucking get up right now and go look.
So anyway, so
you tell the people your favorite thing or something, and I'll be back.
yeah, so
I'm going to kick somebody's ass.
So my trip, my journey to Maui was a hard journey. Started off trying to spit in a little cup. I had a COVID test that was all saliva COVID test, and you had to take it 72 hours of your flight. So I had to take it like noonish on the Thursday before our flight, and the flight was on like Sunday. And they take it like at a certain time and everything. They had to overnight me all the material at my hotel, and I'm in like Central Valley, California, doing some work, and it's hot, and I'm it's really hot out. It's like 90 plus, and I'm in a package car and trying to train new drivers and stuff. It's great, and I had to spit in this little cup, and so I was so dehydrated. And they say you can't drink anything 30 minutes prior to the test, so I'm all dehydrated. I have no spit. I'm trying to spit in this cup like on a Zoom call.
I'm listening.
They make you do like an online like Zoom call so they know that it's you, and no one's like, passing on different saliva, whatever. Oh, you're gonna pass the test for me, dude? You got. Imagine if I had COVID and I'm like, dude, bro, can you spit in this thing for me? Because I don't think I'm gonna pass the COVID test.
There are people that are probably doing shit like that. I mean, that's pretty shady when it comes to that. But like, all right, say you had to get to Hawaii for either like, say it was like your brother getting married or having a kid or emergency, just whatever. And for some reason, okay, you had COVID. If you okay, I'd hawk for you. I'd hawk, like if it came down to it, like, that's shady. Yeah, you are technically taking a virus to an island.
Yeah,
but because isn't Hawaii fucking like one of the safest places? I would think it would be because.
Well, dude, that's okay. That was part of what I thought.
And the sun, between their quarantine and the sun, like, I mean.
So I had this whole thing. I had this whole aspiration of...
Look up, when you're done talking, look up for me and see if it's a Republican or a Democratic state.
Okay.
Or at least the governor.
So, all right.
Yes, he's hard to stay on stride in Google. Huh. And then make sure the levels are right, too. So, but we're getting there. You guys, we're almost at the 75th pod. I think this is actually probably the 75th.
Democrats, it says.
A Democratic? Okay. All right. So
typically dominated by Democrats.
Okay. So I'm going to guess, without having heard your story total or whatever, that COVID, that it is as restricted, if not more restricted than California.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, we do all these crazy tests.
Thank you. Thank you.
That like as soon as we get there, everything's gonna be chill.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no masks. That's like what like people had told me. They're like, oh yeah, dude, once you get there, it's like, dude, it's like COVID never existed. It's like just walk around no mask. I was like, sick. That's why it kind of made sense that I had to do all these crazy like tests within times, and then I had to bring paperwork and upload. Like make a profile on the Hawaii Safe Travel Bureau and like upload the documents, like a bunch of shit, dude. And then ultimately we get there and it's just like everywhere you go. It's just like here, it's like every restaurant you go to, every public place basically that you go to, mask. You're just like, and I brought one mask with me the whole time. I can't believe I didn't like lose it or within that like time frame.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah, and I only brought one.
So what? California, it's the 15th, right? So tomorrow, isn't it the 15th when all the shit's lifted?
I heard about that. Yeah, the mask mandate.
Yeah, I mean, like for instance, that's like at the new job I have. When not many people like the thing is like. Because, they serve alcohol. So once you're in there, like, you have to take your mask off. If if you're planning on enjoying any of the shit we have, you're going to need to remove your mask at some point if you want to eat or drink.
Yeah.
Because some people show up with masks and they ask me, like, well, do I have to take it off? And I'm like, well, technically you're going to have to take it off if you want to, like, partake. So, you can leave it on, but... it's gonna come off, and but anyway, I feel very much like we're at a point where I don't know. If you feel like you want to wear a mask, by all means, keep a mask on. I don't think anybody's gonna shame you for having a mask on. Because there's been just this last weekend there was like. Out of a couple hundred people, out of 100, there was like two girls wearing masks, and like I noticed it, but it's not like I like thought to myself like fucking dumbasses. I was just like, well, whatever. They're just not ready. Like I didn't even think about it until we're talking about it now. Like I didn't think anything extra. But I do think there will be people that are going to be wearing masks for every time they go out from now on. Yeah. Like that's just the way it's going to be for them. I cast a little bit of shade on my own family, but we all know who it is.
Yeah.
And I hope that person can not be like that. But
Yeah, I was thinking it. Just didn't say it.
I think that they'll be wearing a mask for a while to come. Kids are going back to school, so that's good. Man, I honestly think if I had kids, like you and
Summer
me.
now.
Well, you and me are like the rare fucking. Dude, I have a whole thing to talk about this. About being our age and not being married or having kids. Like, to me, I feel like it makes us like we're rarely free. Like, as far as like we're free to make our own decisions, and nobody is like, I'm not tied down because I got to watch my kid. And like, nobody's influencing my decision making as far as a relationship or like a wife.
Yeah.
Like, so in that fact, I feel like you and me are like we're literally as free as it can get.
Yeah.
Like we're adult men who make our own money, like there's really nobody fucking that can like there's nothing that can stop us really.
Yeah.
Like other than like, like us, like we would,
Free to make your own decisions and live with those decisions.
Yeah. And like,
not even the law can stop.
I don't know. I'm pretty fucking happy at this point. But listen to this shit. I was listening to a Whitney Cummings podcast. Let me open it up. And they were talking about, listen to this crazy concept. And apparently this is a thing that women think. A lot of them, apparently. I had never heard of this. But being unmarried by the time you're 40 is worse than having gone through a divorce. So it is more of a red flag right now for you and me because we haven't gone through a divorce and shit than it is for somebody equal age of us that has been through a divorce. So like we're like, which that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, oh, why? Because I've made fucking wise decisions. Like I'm somewhat like you look at me as a less than, like because I haven't had a wife.
Yeah.
Because I've chose not to have a wife. Like I don't know. It seems like so that's like I don't know. Like so I don't know. I heard them talking about it on this podcast, and I was like, "Oh, I disagree," but I couldn't disagree to them.
That's a personal choice if you don't want to have a.
Yeah, and it's not that I necessarily don't want to. It's just that the only wife material that I've known, I was too young and dumb and didn't have the money to fucking start a family, and I've. Not that that's fucking like great foresight, but I think it's smarter than just like saying, oh, you mean you want to marry me or you want to have a kid with me? Okay, let's do it. Just because you want to. Like, I mean, no, like I wasn't ready, like financially, mentally, like just whatever. We're fucking kids when you're in your mid-20s still or whatever, and like, I don't know. I just feel, so I feel like the comment of, being unmarried is more of a red flag than having been divorced.
Was that for men and women both, or just?
They were okay, good point, because they were only talking about men. It was a chick referring to men.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, and that's why I was like, what, bitch? I was like, nah, I don't think so. I was like, I mean, like in some cases, yeah, but like, I don't know, like. I mean, obviously not tooting my horn, but I could have been married plenty of times.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
yeah,
we could have had, we both could have several kids, I'm sure. But like, due to what I consider good choices, especially if you're gonna fucking
your pull out game strong.
Well, especially if they're saying like you should go through a divorce, like. Isn't it better to avoid it than to go through it?
Yeah,
why would you say that it's a positive to go through it? Like that's the most retarded bullshit I've ever heard. So I don't know,
like accepting failure.
So to our listeners, I want to know, like, is that real? Like, I don't expect you to respond to us, but like, think about that. Like, is it better for a 40-year-old guy, because that was the age they used, is it better to have gone through a divorce and be single, or to just to be single? Like, because that was their argument. Like, it was more of a red
one divorce.
That it's more of a red flag to just be single.
So the divorce thing kind of like legitimized you a little bit.
In a woman's eyes, yes.
Yeah.
According to these women I was listening to, yes. So it's very weird and foreign to me. I don't know, but maybe that's exactly why I'm not married. So maybe I thought this whole time I was making smart decisions, but they've just been avoiding me. I don't know. Could go either way.
Dude, you're supposed to just jump out there and just marry, and just see what happens.
I feel like that was like our parents' generation and our grandparents' generation was like, all right, you're 20, you're 21 now, fucking, so, all right, hurry up and find somebody and settle down.
Yeah.
I feel like our generation is at least moving into like 30, like, like your brother's an example, like, waiting until he's a little older at least, and then getting married, like jumping right into it, or as opposed to jumping right into it.
Jumping to conclusions?
The jump to conclusion, Matt. All right, you guys. Extra points. The jump to conclusion, Matt. Don't bring up anything. If you know what that reference is from, email snapeverythingpod@gmail.com and we will mention you the next time. Exactly. The jump to conclusion, Matt. But well, there it goes. Never mind.
Thought for a second.
Yeah, but yeah,
they might not know they saw the guy there.
Yeah, but I forgot people are just gonna fucking Google it. The internet kind of ruins everything. It makes everything better and ruins everything at once.
That guy's face, dude. See his face.
Milton?
That wasn't Milton. That was the other guy.
The only face I saw was Milton.
No, it's the guy that he gets like hit by a truck and he's all like he's like.
Oh, Lumberg? Oh, no, the guy that collects the check. Yeah, obviously. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. So, anyway, that was my being married and being divorced is fucking, jumping to conclusion. All right, so I brought that up. We don't need to do that today, but the off-worker story, you guys are going to get to be that. Hey, yo, it's my party.
Off work, we were never told that story?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Oh, I do. Oh.
What?
Now, okay, this is one of the things, how I have my random ideas and shit that I write down, like the weird thoughts that I have that are kind of jokes and shit, that are just kind of statements also.
Uh-huh.
This is something that I'm sure somebody else has said. I mean, it's too good and too obvious for like I'm sure somebody else somewhere, I'm sure somebody's made a joke or something about it. But I was thinking, Magic Johnson, only a guy with that specific name can beat AIDS.
The magic D.
Yeah. Any other name, you're done. Yeah.
Hey, dude, he's got that Magic Johnson. What can you say?
Well, that's what I thought of, because they were talking about like how he's had AIDS for 30 plus years or something, and I was like, and then it just got him. I was like, well, he's got that.
Did you ever see the South Park episode where the guy's got like bad, like one of the characters, I forgot, I don't watch it that much, but like one of the guys gets like bad acne, so instead they try and give him like, I think it's like acne medicine or something like that, but instead they inject him with AIDS. So he like wakes up. Oh no, he's getting his tonsils taken out. And I guess they fucked up and they accidentally. You do Google it, dude.
Keep talking.
Yeah,
because I don't want to watch the South Park. Yeah, I remember the South Park.
Yeah, it's so good. I watched it when I was in my hotel room.
We're gonna watch something.
And so yeah, he's getting his tonsils taken out. That's what it was. He was all sketch and doesn't want to do it. And then like he ends up waking up from his like anesthesia or his like gas or whatever, and they're like, "Son, gotta tell you, you know, we don't know how to tell you this, but you have AIDS." He's like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, during the surgery, there was an accidental like swap, and and so yeah, I ended up with AIDS, and they were like the only way to cure AIDS was they found out the way to cure AIDS they had to find out where Magic lived, because Magic had survived AIDS for his whole life, and they realized the only way to cure AIDS is to inject straight money into your system. So they would throw a bunch of cash into this thing, and it would purify and liquefy money until like liquid form, and they start inject themselves with money, and they're like, "We found the cure for AIDS. The cure for AIDS. You have to inject thousands of dollars in your bloodstream millions of dollars to cure the AIDS."
They're so great. South Park is so fucking great.
I was like, this is so awesome.
They just made me. This just came out 1 week ago. So everybody, you guys know I like the comedian Tim Dillon. I think he's fucking hilarious. But so he does. He set up basically a microphone in an elevator. So like, you know, all of a sudden the elevator door you get on. Imagine just getting into an elevator and there's just a dude in there with a mic stand, and then he says this. So this is Tim Dillon. The elevator music.
Nobody's afraid of AIDS anymore. It's crazy. It's insane. I wanted to know why. I read an article the other day on Facebook, and it said you could live to 70 years old with AIDS. If I had AIDS right now, it wouldn't even be in the top 10 things killing me. I would go to the doctor and he'd say, well, the good news is you have AIDS. The bad news is your cholesterol is high. The AIDS might help with that. We don't know. I call my dad. I'm like, it's just AIDS. And he's like, thank God. You're finally taking care of yourself. So, you guys have AIDS? I always like to check. I should have checked before I did the joke. When people with AIDS like that joke, AIDS.
That's a pretty good one.
He's just in the. That's great.
He just gets out. Yeah.
You guys have AIDS?
Yeah, that's pretty funny though. So yeah, Tim Dillon. Literally type in Tim Dillon AIDS joke. It's on the Legend of Tim Dillon website or YouTube site. But yeah, fucking that guy's outstandingly awesome.
It's not a big deal.
All right, so what's the? We're on the home stretch. This isn't really short. I mean, we're just used to, you know, our average pods are a little over an hour. But to keep camera time, now that we got the cameras and stuff, so we got to balance it out a little bit more for you guys, because so the Up All Night Late Show special that is up on Patreon at / Snap Everything. The last like 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, the audio is there, but the video, because the memory card ran out, because we were too ripped, because it was the Up All Night Late Show, so I didn't change a fucking thing. Baba whom I'm out.
Tubing it. Yeah, don't get caught tubing it. That's for sure. They finally interviewed the tubing.
Who interviewed tubing?
CNN. They brought him back.
No shit.
Yeah, so good. He's like, yes, I didn't even know to the magnitude. That was so much more extreme than I thought.
So remember how? All right, you know Tom Segura. Remember how he fucked himself up like 100 different ways from yesterday?
His back?
His life. Playing basketball.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
He broke his knee and his arm and just destroyed his whole world. So here we are, just a few months right after he heals. Oh, that's not the correct Christina P. comedy. Now his wife is let's wait
It's
for
wifey?
wifey Christina P. Who
she got hurt too.
yeah, so there she is. She broke her fibula and her ankle. So
Jeez, what's wrong
so
with her?
there she is. There's our main mommy in the motherfucking hospital.
Is that blood on her leg?
Looks like it.
Jeez.
So yeah, you guys go to your mom's house podcast and watch them.
Is she wearing the mask because of COVID?
Yeah, well, in a hospital you have to wear them. Yeah.
So even before.
Segura, do not tell the cops we had a deal. And then, yeah,
Sending?
Jeremiah. I actually
She
have
was his full sending?
It's funny. I actually made a note
Sending.
to talk about this guy's podcast.
Mm.
And that kind of naturally just came into there. Yeah.
Natural hacks?
But yeah, here, do this. 1, 2, 3. All right. Nice. Those are called scissors.
All right.
So we just did 3 scissors. Oh, 4, 5, 6. See, the thing is, we have to stay tied. As soon as one of us has more, the world starts falling apart.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, if you do one, I got it. Like, yeah, so you can't just be throwing them around willy nilly. So, all right, Scissor Bros. So yeah, go check out their
Can't get too
podcast.
crazy with scissors.
It's him and Stevie Weeby, Bobby Lee's brother. Great shit. All right. So yeah, Christina P, you heal up, mommy. Check us out. Go to snapeverything.buzzsprout.com. Go to our Patreon /snapeverything, one word. YouTube is Snap Everything. Let's see. Yeah, the best way, I guess, is the snapeverything.buzzsprout.com, because that will take you to this page here,
Just get all the exclusive
which
content.
has every single audio we've ever uploaded, and you can get it from all these different areas.
Sorry.
And then what you do is you go up into the right corner, and you can either go to our Facebook, our Insta, our YouTube, or straight to our Patreon. Look at that. You just one click, you go straight to the Patreon. And if you're a member, just like I am, because I run the fucking site, you can watch very special, only released on Patreon videos. So go check that out. And
Uncensored.
Yep, absolutely.
No condom.
No. Yondies off. Holes in Yondies. Yep. Shout out to everybody who listened and downloaded last week. Thank you very much.
Good job.
A very excellent job. Very excellent in my country. And yeah, we have some fun stuff coming up in the next couple months. We're attempting to put together 2 different videos. So yeah, just stand by. I'm not going to say anything about those, but just know that. And then also we'll be adding other videos at random to the Patreon. So go to the Patreon. Again, I can't stress it enough. The more I see at the Patreon, the more content we will start putting there.
Yeah, let us know what you want to see.
We basically have like a machine gun, like cocked and loaded. And as soon as we start, basically when people go into the Patreon, those are the enemy. And that's when we just start unloading with the content.
Salting.
All right, you guys, check it out.
The enemy.
Thank you very much. We will talk to you next time. Don't forget to snap everything, as always. All right.
Do it up. Later, guys. Snap it hard.
Snapping it easy. Taking it easy, greasy peasy, easy. All right. Later.